Mula sa palasyo,
Straight from the palace.
two of the most trusted DDS voices have joined forces.
Para ihatid sa inyo ang mga kwento sa likod ng balita.
Unhampered, unadulterated, exclusive, behind the scene.
Exclusive behind the scenes.
Programang para sa masa.
Ang DDS Podcast.
Mula sa RTVM Radio Booth, nandito po tayo sa Mount of Olives sa Jerusalem para sa espesyal na episode ng The Digong Diaries Special Podcast. Dito po ay ating tututukan ang makasaysayang pagbisita ni Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte sa Israel. Makasaysayan sapagkat sa loob ng 61 taon ng formal diplomatic relations ng Pilipinas at Israel, ito lamang ang kauna-unahang pagkakataong bibisita ang presidente ng Pilipinas sa estadong ito.
When I am I and you are you. And God created me to be in this way, I suppose.
Bukod sa formal establishment ng diplomatic relations ng Pilipinas at Israel noong 1957, ang dalawang bansa ay may pagkakaibigan at relasyong nag-ugat pa sa matagal na panahon dahil sa mga kaganapang naging malaking parte ng kasaysayan ng bawat isa. Una na rito ang open door policy ng dating Philippine Commonwealth Government sa pamumuno ng dating Pangulo nitong si Manuel L. Quezon noong 1930s. Sa ilalim ng open door policy, bukas pintong tinanggap ng Pilipinas ang mga Jewish refugees na tumakas sa Holocaust sa Europa. Tinatayang nasa 1,300 Hudyo ang ligtas na nakarating sa bansa sa ilalim ng polisiyang ito ni Pangulong Quezon. Pangalawa rito ay ang suportang ibinigay ng Pilipinas sa United Nations Resolution 181 para sa Partition Plan ng Palestine na naging daan sa formal na pagkakabuo at pagtayo ng State of Israel. Ang Pilipinas lamang ang bansa sa Asia na sumuporta rito, dahilan upang mas lalong lumalim ang ugnayan natin sa bansang Israel.
What we have with Israel is a very special relationship. We have a shared history with Israel that stretches back to the 1930s, as you mentioned. And we have what we call an enduring friendship, which started even before both states became independent. Thanks to those two pivotal events in our shared history with Israel, there is a tremendous amount of goodwill between our two nations, our two governments, and our two peoples. This is the reason why Filipinos can go to Israel without a visa for tourism purposes. And this is the reason why there is development cooperation between Israel and the Philippines, and why the President is visiting Israel. He will be the first Philippine president to visit Israel in the 61 years of our diplomatic relations, ever since diplomatic relations were established in 1957.
Dahil sa dalawang makasaysayang kaganapang ito at sa formal establishment ng diplomatic relations ng Israel at Pilipinas na pinagtibay na pagpirma ng Treaty of Friendship noong February 26, 1958, mas lalong lumawig pa ang kooperasyon ng dalawang bansa sa iba't ibang larangan.
I'm very happy to say that in the last few years, we have broadened the areas of cooperation between our two countries. Halimbawa, sa larangan ng labor o paggawa, we have around 29,000 Filipinos living and working in Israel. Around 24,000 of them are caregivers, taking care of the elderly in Israel and disabled children. So in a way, you can say that we are helping Israel cope with an aging population. And we are very happy to report that the labor conditions in Israel are some of the best in the Middle East. Our workers here receive the highest minimum wage in all of the Middle East. And they have days off, they have the right to worship and practice their faith. And as you know, this is the Holy Land. No? It's a special place for Filipino Christians. And they're having a very good time here, no? And enjoying their work, even though it's a very difficult and demanding type of work, caregiving. We also have a logistics agreement with Israel in defense procurement, in the acquisition of defense equipment, and this has helped us improve our military capability in counterterrorism, which is an important aspect of our security. And we are also trying to diversify our sources of supply of defense equipment. And this is important if we are to pursue an independent foreign policy. And Israel is one of many countries that are providing military equipment, especially for our counterterrorism capability program.
At sa unang araw nga ng pagbisita ni Pangulong Duterte noong September 2, ay kanyang kinatagpo ang Filipino community dito sa Israel, na sila namang mainit at tumanggap sa pagdating ng ating Pangulo. Higit 1,000 Pilipino ang nagsadya sa Ramada Hotel sa Jerusalem upang makita ang presidente. Panoorin po natin ito.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Rodrigo Roa Duterte!
Could stand on mountain, you raise me up. I am strong when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I could be. Ang lahat
ang aking galaw,
ang
sanhi ay ikaw. Alam mo, bihirang-bihira ako umiyak. Thank you for hosting so many of my countrymen to the state of Israel. I would like to say with gratitude Israel for inviting me and for being good to my countrymen. Make my Filipino brothers and sisters magandang gabi at maraming salamat sa inyo.
At bilang tayo ay nasa Filipino community meeting din sa mga oras na iyon, ating nakapanayam ang ilang Pilipino upang hingi ng kanilang mensahe para sa ating Pangulo.
Excited po kami siyempre, lalo na po rin ako, matagal na po dito sa Israel. Ito po yung ating presidente na kauna-unahang pupunta dito sa Israel.
Sana matulungan mo kami sa anong mga problema namin dito at hindi mo kami pababayaan.
Marami pong nag-aabang, marami pong Pilipinong nagmamahal sa inyo. Solid Duterte po ang Israel. Landslide po kayo dito.
Salamat sa pagpunta ni Pangulong Duterte dito.
Nakaka-proud bilang Pilipino kasi siyempre talagang maraming nagawa ang ating mahal na Pangulo. Marami siyang mga proyekto at marami siyang talagang nais na mapaganda ang ating bansang Pilipinas.
Nakalipay mi o dagan kaayo, di mi gani kasulod kaysa pagkadaghan. Tungod love ka namo. We love you.
Bukod dito ay nakadaupang palad ni Pangulong Duterte si Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ng Israel sa Prime Minister's Office para sa pagpupulong at signing of agreements. Ito ay nasundan ng pagbisita ng Pangulo sa Yad Vashem Holocaust Memorial Center sa Jerusalem, isang remembrance center na itinayo para maipakita at maipreserve ang bawat istorya ng Holocaust victims para sa susunod pang henerasyon. Sa ikatlong araw ng kanyang pagbisita ay nakipagpulong naman ang mahal na Pangulo kay Israeli President Reuven Rivlin sa official residence nito sa Jerusalem. Kasunod nito ay ang kanyang pagdalo bilang pangunahing panauhin sa signing of agreements ng pribadong sektor. At sa uling araw ng kanyang pagbisita ay tinungo ng ating presidente ang Open Doors Monument sa munisipalidad ng Rishon Lezion para sa isang wreath-laying event. Ang monumentong ito ay tuluyang naitayo noong 2009 upang maging simbolo ng pasasalamat ng bansang Israel para sa Pilipinas dahil sa pagtanggap nito sa mga Jewish refugee noong late 1930s.
Well, the enduring friendship between Israelis and Filipinos actually started, as I said, in the late 1930s. And in 2009, the Philippine Embassy, together with the Israeli government, dedicated a monument in the city of Rishon Lezion called the Open Doors Monument to commemorate the humanitarian assistance provided by the Philippines to Jewish refugees escaping the Holocaust in the late 1930s. As you know, President Quezon allowed the entry of around 1,300 Jewish refugees. And this monument now stands in Rishon Lezion, a city close to Tel Aviv, and it has attracted a lot of attention, and it is visited by Israeli and Filipino tourists. And we expect the President to visit this important site, which symbolizes our strong friendship with the Israeli people. You know, it's an important part and highlight of the visit of the President. Well, there are three important pillars that form the shape of a triangle, which is a shape that you can find in both the Philippine and Israeli flags, the Star of David and the stars on the Philippine flag. And they also represent doors that are opening inward. And on the marble floor, you will see the imprint of footsteps, that of Max Weisler, one of those refugees who were allowed to enter the Philippines, and also a Holocaust survivor, and a young lady who represents the generation that was saved because of the goodwill of countries like the Philippines that allowed people to escape the Holocaust. So in sum, this monument is a manifestation of this enduring friendship and the shared history between the Philippines and Israel.
At dito na nga nagtatapos ang ating special edition ng the DDS Podcast. Samahan kami muli upang itampok ang susunod na makasaysayang pagbisita ni Pangulong Duterte, walang iba kundi sa Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Nais po nating pasalamatan ng PCOO, RTVM at Radio Pilipinas at sa lahat po na bumubuo ng DDS Podcast. Para sa iba pa impormasyon, patuloy niyo pong sundan ang PCOO and RTVM Facebook pages, RTVM YouTube channel at rtvm.gov.ph. Mula dito sa Jerusalem, Israel, ako po si Mocha Uson, kasama ko si Guy.
Hello, Israeli ako, pero pusong Pinoy.
Solid!
Mula sa palasyo,
Straight from the palace.
two of the most trusted DDS voices have joined forces.
Para ihatid sa inyo ang mga kwento sa likod ng balita.
Unhampered, unadulterated, exclusive, behind the scene.
Exclusive behind the scenes.
Programang para sa masa.
Ang DDS Podcast.